loves, welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to find out, what does your twin flame, soulmate, beloved, specific person, what are they realizing about you and this connection at this time? So this is going to be very useful for those of you who've been experiencing challenge, obstacles, or delays in this connection and would like to know if there's going to be progress, if this is going to move forward. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V. Welcome to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this family. You know how much I love you. Thank you so much for being here and for your support and for your beautiful comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you do hit that subscribe and get involved in the community. You will find that people are very supportive of your journey here. And I love seeing that, and I want to be your greatest support on this journey as well. So there are 3 options, as always, 3 different groups, and you will have many ways to choose. You can choose 1, 2, 3, or you can choose them all. Take the messages that resonate. I'll be showing you each of the cards with the message on them. And then we will also be assigning zodiac signs to each group. So some people like to choose their zodiac sign and their person's zodiac sign and also combine those readings. So be gentle with yourself. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you just want to get specific guidance on you and your special person, then I recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I love seeing your beautiful face on video call. It is so transformational, healing, and you would be shocked as to how much comes out in these sessions. We can record them so that you can watch it a few times, and it will be very interesting to see what you missed the first time, right? So if that resonates, you can do that. If not, I also do video recorded readings. So you have a lot of options if you go to livetarot.com/readings, and my entire menu is right there. Now, if you're the kind of person who loves to pull your own oracle cards, I've also created 2 decks, the Twin Flame Oracle, which I use in every reading, which is my love deck, and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business or pull cards on money or career. Now, both of these are available with free shipping from my website, as well as Amazon FBA. So all of the links to everything are in the box below. All right, so let's take a deep breath and let's see which of these you feel most guided to. So for group number 1, we have the Koh-i-Noor Diamond. Mistake. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Group number 2, oh my, this one's hard to pronounce. Demortierite. Wisdom. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. And group number 3, the Hope Diamond. Wrath. The best fighter is never angry. Okay, let's go ahead and get zodiac signs for each of these groups. Okay, for group number 1, we have Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius. For group number 2, we have Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And for group number 3, we have Libra, Cancer, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay, so go ahead and make your choice, and we will get started with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose the Kohinoor diamond, as well as Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Let's see, what is your person realizing about you and this connection at this time? So we're going to start with your oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot. And stay with me until the end, because we'll also be getting Spirit's final advice and thoughts for you for today. Okay, so we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Surrender. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So I think it's pretty clear, and look at the kind of opposing energies here. Okay, so right now your person is obsessively thinking about you. Okay, and in that obsessive thinking, they're realizing a lot of things. Okay, first of all, they're seeking relief from that obsessive thinking. Okay, and I feel like this peacefulness energy is also about not just seeking relief in themselves internally, emotionally, and spiritually, but also seeking peace with you. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised that if for some of you, there's definitely been some conflict, some drama, some up and down in the energies with this person. They may be in a situation, or you might be in a situation that has caused some sort of conflict where things don't seem to be in alignment, okay? And that's the reason why there's like a friction between the two of you. For some of you, it could be due to outside circumstances. There's some sort of friction or conflict that keeps coming up, or some sort of argument that keeps coming up between the two of you because there's something out of alignment in your external journeys, right? Like there could be long distance, there could be obstacles, there could be other obligations. So there seems to always be either a direct conflict between the two of you, or a low grade kind of like in the background or underneath kind of conflict. And see, sometimes like when you know that there is something that the two of you are putting under the rug because you don't know how to solve it, but it's just being repressed down, that can cause a constant low grade conflict, or this feeling of nothing is ever at peace. So I feel like this person is realizing that because you guys haven't fixed the problem, or you haven't found the solution to whatever is out of alignment between the two of you, they're realizing that even if you're both quiet and you're like not talking about the elephant in the room, it doesn't mean that things are peaceful. There's this tension that is below the surface, and that tension is really stressing them out, and I think it's stressing you out, and you might both be mirroring each other in this obsessive thinking, because both of you underneath, even if you're not talking about it, because see, I feel like maybe for a while there hasn't been talk. There needs to be talk, but there hasn't been. So everybody's kind of putting things under the rug, thinking that maybe if we just don't talk about it, if we just let it be, it will feel peaceful, but it's not feeling peaceful. So your person is realizing that silence, or trying to avoid the discussion, or trying to avoid the heart-to-heart conversation is actually not helping. It's making things worse. It's making them obsess and spiral and go in circles, okay, over you. And they're coming to the realization that the only way to move forward or to fix this is to surrender to what is the truth, because there seems to be a truth in this situation that neither of you wish to talk about quite just yet because it might feel too heavy, it might feel too stressful. Or it's a truth or a fact between the two of you that doesn't have an answer. And sometimes when we can't find an answer or a solution, it becomes so heavy that we don't want to talk about it anymore, right? Because every time you talk about it, it leads to a fight, it leads to a misunderstanding, or it leads to a separation where people start running. Because when people can't face something or a reality, or they can't surrender to the truth of what's going on, they resist and then they run. They panic and then they run. So for some of you, this person may have already panicked and ran from this connection, and may have left you feeling like you're just holding the whole connection in your hands yourself. And that's not right? You're feeling the weight of the responsibility. I think this person is realizing, especially if they've been the runner here, if they've run from this connection, they're realizing that they left you holding the bag, like they left you holding this connection, and that's not fair to you, that's not right to you. So I think part of what they're realizing also is that they are going to have to surrender to the conversation. There's some sort of a deep, important conversation, heart to heart, that's about honesty, that's about truth, that is going to have to happen here. Otherwise, there will be no progress in this connection. Otherwise, they'll just continue to be spiraling thoughts with no real action. And as they continue to spiral and go round and round in that obsessive thinking, that action or progress is going to break down, and it's going to create chaos and a lack of peace. So your person is haunted. Okay, they're haunted right now. Let's go deeper. What else are they realizing about you and this connection? What else are they realizing about group one? The Chariot. 8 of Coins. Empress as the central energy here. King of Wands. 3 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the other thing that I think this person, your person, is realizing about you at this time is that time is not on their side, okay? They're realizing that you know who you are, you know what you're worth, and that you are not going to wait around forever. And for some of you, you may have already decided to move forward and away from this person. Not that you've closed the door completely on them, but you've decided to let them be, and you are going to move forward in your life. You're going to live your life fully. And then if they figure things out, if they want to have a conversation, then they can try to come to you at that time. You may have given this person that energy, either like just energetically, or you may have said it to them through your words that, hey, I'm not waiting, this isn't going anywhere. I've really tried. I'm just gonna move on. You may have said this verbally, or you may have just shown them indirectly through your actions, and that is making them panic and freak out as well, because now they are sensing and knowing that their time is not permanent, that you're not going to just wait around. That eternal love, like how much you love them, is not going to mean that you're sitting around waiting for them. Okay, so they do know, or they do feel energetically that you are moving on. Beautiful Empress energy here. They're also realizing that if they let you move on, or if they let you go, if they let you just move forward without them, that they are losing or are about to lose somebody who they feel is central to their life. I feel like you have become an emotional center to this person. If you're at that stage in your life where you do want marriage and a family, this person sees you as the person they want to have marriage and family with, okay? If that's not the case, that's fine. This person still sees you as the center of everything that is abundant in their life, because Empress energy is about creation and abundance. So not only can it be seen as the literal idea of having children and a family, but it's also about how you have brought abundance into a life that felt lacking before you. Okay, so this person before you, I feel like they have like a before and after kind of feeling about you. Like before you came and changed everything, their life was limited. It may have been lacking. After you, it's like a before and an after. After you brought abundance of love, light, clarity, presence, nurturing. You brought everything. So there's a before and an after you, and their life is very, very different. Okay, so they're realizing that difference, that contrast. Okay, the contrast is now inspiring them to step up into a bigger version of themselves. King of Wands. They know that they have to step into this energy in order to be anything to you. And they have to be willing to work on this relationship in a way that is real, in a way that shows true effort. Because this is the energy of effort, real effort, showing up, surrendering to what is real, having the real conversation, not hiding behind circumstances, hiding behind life, hiding behind excuses of why they can't do something or why they can't take action towards something. They know that the only thing that you will respond to now is effort and action, the ability to take action, the ability to be bold and not be afraid of doing what is right, of taking real action towards this connection. And they know that you're not going to wait forever. Again, I feel like this Three of Wands and this Chariot, look at that. That's the energy that is bordering these energies. That means that time is of the essence. You're not going to wait around forever. You will move forward. And that is what scares this person. They are terrified. They're realizing that they are terrified that you will move forward without them. What else are they realizing about you? Compromise. Crossroads. Feminine. That is interesting because it's coming back underneath that Empress energy. Stuck. Yeah. So here's the thing. It's so clear that they are realizing that you are not the type of person who's going to compromise your self-worth. Okay? You know how valuable you are. You do. They're realizing that you are not going to compromise what you want in a relationship in order to wait around for them to get it together. Because there's some sort of delay in this person. Okay, there's some sort of a delay. They are at a crossroads. They are feeling stuck. And they know that they need to make a decision. Okay, they're stuck right now. Now, it could be anything from third-party situation, long-distance relationship, career and family obligations, or even just their own internal blocks. Do they believe they're worthy? Do they believe that they deserve someone like you? Because you are coming up in both the divine feminine energy as well as the Empress energy. Okay? So this is powerful energy. Anybody who wants to be with this, anybody who wants to build a life with this kind of energy, Empress and divine feminine, needs to be prepared. right? Is this person prepared inside and outside? Are they emotionally prepared? Are they mentally prepared? And is their external life open and ready and prepared to build and create a beautiful, abundant life with the level of this energy right here? This is the question, okay? This is the crossroads they're standing at. And up till now, they may have had excuses that they are stuck. But they know now that the excuses are no longer going to work. It's decision time. That's what this person is realizing. They're about to make a big decision, okay? They don't want to lose you. They may come forward and they may say, okay, I'm willing to drop all the BS and talk to you about what's true, what's reality. And from that real and open, honest discussion, you will be able to decide where this is going. Do you want to move forward? Do you not? The big decision is coming for both of you. And this is good because it's been a long time coming. This needs to happen. You need this clarity, group one. And look at Spirit's advice to you. Take a reality check. Okay, so as this person is now coming to you for this conversation, Spirit is saying approach it from a realistic point of view. Make sure you look at it logically as well as from the heart, not just one or the other. Okay, wow, very powerful, very exciting. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recording. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is the business, money, and career oracle. They are both available with free shipping at my website as well as Amazon FBA. All of the links are in the box below, so make sure you check out livetarot.com. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this image, as well as Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So let's see, what are they realizing about you and this connection? What are they realizing? About you and this connection. We'll start here with your oracle, then we'll do your tarot, and stay with me till the end because we'll also be getting thoughts and advice from Spirit. Wow, we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. We have blossoming. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in. Rather than trying to handle everything yourself, this can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Okay. So I am getting two different energies here, especially from this wedding energy. I feel like for some of you, this person or you or both of you could be involved in another situation. Whether it's a marriage, a living arrangement, a serious or committed relationship. For some of you, that's the block, okay? For others of you, I feel like this person sees you as the person they want to commit to, okay? And it's funny, I'm getting this energy also that even if there is, this is the third party, like there is some sort of block from a third party, even then, this person sees you as their primary person. Like they want to commit to you, not to the other person. Okay, so I'm getting this energy that there's something that's happened here. And again, it's the same whether there's a third party or whether there's no third party. The feelings this person has is the same. Whether there's a block here or not, the feeling is the same that this person, even if whether you are not their technical or legal primary person, this person has dethroned the other person. Okay, if there's another person, like they have in their mind and their heart, that person is not there anymore. You are the primary person in their mind, in their heart, in their soul, and spiritually. Okay, you've taken your place on that throne. They may not have said this to you, but they think it or they feel it or they're realizing it. For some of you, they have said it to you. They have said, I'm in this other situation. I'd like to get out of that situation. It hasn't worked for a long time. But even though legally or publicly, that person seems like they're my primary person, but inside, behind closed doors, you are my primary person. So there's this sense of something being dethroned, okay? Something being displaced. So there's a place that is blossoming and being created for you, okay? But again, the energy is the same whether there's a third party or not. So for those of you who there is not a third party, I feel like what this person is realizing is their blossoming feelings for you and wanting to commit to you. You are their primary person either way. You are the main person that they are focused on either way, okay? And look at this beautiful love, support, and unity. So there's a lot of positive energy here that has been activated, that is being created, that is being realized by this person. They want to be united with you, especially if there's a separation right now, especially if there's an obstacle or a challenge right now. They're dreaming of unity with you. Look how beautiful. I love these two polar bears. They're so cute. This is also about unity, right? This is unity. This is unity. So look at this. This person loves receiving your love. You are very supportive to this person. You give them a lot of support. You've had their back. You've been there for them. They want to be there for you. They want to have your back. There's also, for some of you, I feel like this person also has a sense of shame or sadness around maybe them not being able to fully give you the same kind of love and support that you've given them. If you feel like it's been unequal, and that is why they've also have some pain around this, where if they're not currently united with you, if they're not together with you, if they feel either an emotional or physical separation has happened, they're not in union with you, there's a lot of pain around that too. Okay, so if you've been separated or if you've been silent with this person definitely realizes the deep level of pain that they feel because they're not in union with you at this time, or they're struggling to come into union with you, or you're both struggling to come into union with each other. And that is why I feel like this person very much appreciates and loves the way this blossomed between the two of you. It might have been unexpected, this love. They may not have seen it coming. You may not have seen it coming. I'm almost getting the energy of like you guys just collided, like love just collided. Neither of you saw it coming. This may not even have been somebody that you would normally be attracted to. This could even be somebody who was very surprising to you. Like they might not be your normal type. You might have met them in an unusual way. You didn't see it coming, but something blossomed. And for some of you, it may have even happened over time. So it's been like a beautiful surprise, I think, for this person. What else? What else are they realizing? What else are they realizing about you? Judgment. There's that new beginning. That is really beautiful. Nine of Swords. There's the tension. Okay, there's the stress. Three of Pentacles as the central energy. Fortune, Lakshmi. The Moon, Diana. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so you see how there is definitely a sense of wanting a new cycle with you. Okay, so because we have this, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and we have this, which is Judgment. So that's why I'm saying for some of you, something could have ended here, or something could be stalled here between you and this person. Okay, I feel like for some of you, this was going very beautifully. Maybe this was going very, very well. And then something just all of a sudden stalled. Okay, all of a sudden something stalled, something went wrong. I feel like for some of you, this person might have freaked out and departed. Okay, I'm getting an energy for some of you that this was very painful, because what happened is that you guys got really close, things got really intense, and then someone freaked out here. I think it might have been them. They realized that they freaked out. They ran away. You know, for some of you, I'm feeling because of this Judgment and Wheel of Fortune energy, as well as the Moon, because we have all these major arcanas, right? 3 major arcanas. I feel like you guys may have gone through some sort of a phase. It could have been a specific time period. It could have been like a shorter time period even, where all of a sudden you got really, really close, okay? Really close, really intimate. Things got deep, okay? And initially, this person was open and wonderful, okay? You were just like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I've met my match. They may have even said, you're my soulmate. This is everything to me. They may even told you, I realize now how much I love you. This is amazing. And you thought everything was good. You thought you were entering into a whole new life, and they did too. They thought you were their second chance. They may have even told you, oh my, I realize that you are the new beginning I've always wanted. I've been through some dark phases in my life, okay? But meeting you makes me feel like the wheel has turned. The Wheel of Fortune has turned for me. I'm in a good place. I feel like I have a new life. I have the kind of love I've never had before. And you may have really trusted this person because in that moment you believed them, and they did. They were honest with you in that moment. But I feel like they realized that that intensity made them freak out. And now they're ashamed because I feel like they may have disappeared. Okay, they may have freaked out and just kind of fallen off the face of the earth. Okay, they may have disappeared because of what that intensity, what that love was calling upon them to do. And that's why they feel, if they're silent right now, they're very ashamed. They're going through a Moon's energy. They feel and they realize that they made a mistake. They realize that they choked when things got intense. When things got so close, they were feeling so close to you, you know, like in union with you, things were blossoming. Something set in, confusion, overwhelm, freak out. I can't handle this. I don't know what to do. So I feel like they realized that they love the way they are with you, and then it made them scared. It made them run. There's something in this that they could not step up to. And now we have this sense of like, are they afraid of what other people will think? For some of you, if there is a third party, if this person is in another relationship, there's a fear of the fallout, the consequences, okay? The fear for their reputation, or the fear of being a bad person or being perceived as a bad person. So if they have step back, if they've gone silent, if they just kind of disappeared for a little while, it's because of their fear of being exposed as some sort of a bad person, or other people's opinions of them, okay? If this is not a third party, then I feel like this Three of Pentacles as a central energy is them stepping back or going through a time of confusion because they don't know if they can live up to that type of intensity all the time. Okay, like they feel like they might be inadequate. They feel like, can they truly give you, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the kind of life that you deserve, or the kind of relationship that you deserve? But overall, I'm getting an energy here that the closer they realize that you guys are so close, you guys have something real, okay? And something about the reality of that put them in some state of tension or stress because of something going on within them. See, awakening, ego, yeah, masculine. No, yeah, see, there's the resistance. So, see, I feel like this person, the question here is not whether they love you. They do, but you know what? That's kind of the problem, okay? They love you very deeply. There's a special message here from the divine masculine energy, okay? So this could be a divine masculine that you are watching this for. There's a lot of resistance. They feel that they're going to fail you eventually. Okay, right now there's something in the, again, like I said, there was intensity. There's something in the intensity of what happened between the two of you that made them awaken. And sometimes awakening is very, very painful, okay, to some people. Some people, when they awaken, when they come out of this water, when they spiritually awaken, something in them, their heart gets activated, their soul gets activated. That awakening process can be extremely painful for them because all of the illusions fall away. So I feel like this person is realizing that in falling in love with you, a lot of their illusions, the things that they've been believing in their life, the things that they've been holding on to in their life have fallen away. And what's standing there is them having to face themselves in the mirror, and their ego and their pride is not letting them fully do that. So if they have stepped back, if they've gone silent, the reason for that is because their ego and pride right now is preventing them to admit those faults to you. It's preventing them to admit that you awakened something so deep in them that they now need to take accountability for that, especially if they disappeared. So at this point, what's going on is there's a lot of resistance in this person. But what's going to happen is right now they're trying to hold the line, right? Their ego, their pride, is trying to hold the line that, hey, I'm okay. I don't need this. I don't need this. This is too much. I'm going to mess this up. I'm not gonna be able to follow through on the intensity of what we've experienced. There's a lot of resistance. But what's happening is that over time, that resistance is going to come down because their love and their ache for you, or if they're missing you, that's going to go up. And so you will hear from this person when their love and missing of you, their ache for you overrides their fear to step up completely into that intensity that you guys had before. So this is an intense love that's calling for them to awaken and transform in new ways, okay? Right now, they may try, their ego is trying to resist that transformation. Their ego is trying to resist stepping up because it's too scary, okay? But the more they love you, the deeper they love you, which they do, the more they miss you, then that love is going to override this fear eventually, okay? And Spirit is saying, in the meantime, while you're giving this person the space to figure themselves out, you should lighten up. You should focus on your own joy. Don't let this person get you down. Let them work through their process, because they will come back and you will be able to figure it out from there. But they need that process, okay? So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recording. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created. Twin Flame Oracles, this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is the business, money, and career deck. They're available with free shipping at both my website and Amazon FBA. So make sure you check out livetarot.com. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose the Hope Diamond, as well as Libra, Cancer, Taurus, and Virgo. What are they realizing about you and this connection? Group 3. We're going to start with your oracle cards. And then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end, because we will also be getting Spirit's final advice and message for you for this reading. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Patience. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Okay, so I feel like this person is coming to a lot of healing realizations about themselves. And I feel like you have been a catalyst in that. Okay, like there's something about your presence in their life, you coming into their life, you loving them, you understanding them. It's helping this person to realize painful truths about themselves that they need to definitely heal. Okay, they're realizing when they see how beautiful you are in terms of how you love. Okay, not just that you may be beautiful or attractive on the outside, they're realizing that you are equally as beautiful and healing and attractive on the inside, because there's something about you that is giving this person a model for what healthy love looks like. And because they're seeing through you what healthy love looks like, they're able to see the way in which they have been codependent and toxic in other relationships. So this person may have a history of difficult relationships. And because of that, they may also be somebody who fears getting close to you or getting close to anyone, because they have had either addictions in the past or they are struggling with addiction now. But it doesn't even have to be substance addiction or anything like that. It could be any kind of a dependency or codependency on, toxic relationships. It could be an addiction to, bad people, people who don't treat them well. It could be an addiction to even things like being angry, being rageful, being somebody who resents life. So this person, again, depending on who your person is, there's a range of different things that this person is seeing within themselves. And you have opened up that portal for them. So they're realizing, again, through the fact that you know how to show up, you know your self-worth, you know how to be healthy, you've understood them, you've seen them, you provide that safe harbor. Okay, you are the safe person, probably maybe even the first safe person in this person's life, that is making them feel like it's okay to be close to someone again. Okay, because I feel like whatever these toxic relationships or toxic traits that this person has picked up over time, it has made them very much kind of like shut off towards letting you or anybody else really come in close. They don't know what to do with intimacy. It makes them uncomfortable. And so they're realizing that you have been incredibly patient with them. Okay, because they have struggled to open up. They've put up walls. They may have run, but they'll still come back because they know what they have with you. It's very, very beautiful. Nobody's ever treated them the way you treat them. Nobody's ever given them this much compassion. this may be the kind of person who even to some extent felt invisible, like people don't really see them for who they really are, and that's why they've had these issues with codependency in the past. But this person also realizes that you've been incredibly patient with them because you have been willing to get to know who they really are inside. You gave them that time, you gave them that space to step into an intimacy where they were able to show up as themselves, rather than maybe, you know, in public or in their life, they're used to kind of putting on a particular mask, which would make them feel safe, right? Like it's not their true self. They have like a public persona. They like to behave a certain way publicly, right? But you saw through that, and they're realizing how beautiful that is. It's scary, but equally beautiful, because you saw through to who they really are inside, in their heart, in their soul, and they really appreciate your patience. It took time, and they may have tested your patience too, but now they feel like you have become part of their purpose in life, and that your love and your understanding has given them the greater purpose of trying to heal some of these things about them that have been holding them back for a long time. So this person might be on a healing journey right now because of you, right? Because of your presence, your love, your acceptance, your understanding of them, they might have found a new purpose in terms of who they wish to be in life, and how they wish to come out of some of these, you know, difficult places, difficult behaviors, you know, things that have been holding them back. So I actually, for your person, I love the realization of purpose, because before they met you, they may also have lacked purpose. They may have been kind of floundering, you know, because of their codependent traits, right? They may have been in a place where they didn't have a purpose. They may have been lost, and now they've realized that they found themselves, and part of the person, the reason they have to thank you is because you helped them find themselves. Wow, that's beautiful. What else are they realizing about you, group 3? Queen of Swords, the Tower, the Fool, Major Arcana's coming through, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So I love this Fool's energy here as the central energy, because I feel like this is them realizing that they could have a new beginning with you. Okay, them realizing that it's possible to have an awakening, a new way of looking at life, a new person to become, a better person to be, no matter what their age is. Like, it's not about age, it's not about what you've been through, it's not about old wounds, it's about what do they wish to be now. And I feel that they are coming to realize that if they can make this leap of faith, if they can jump off this cliff in terms of believing in this love, having faith in you, even though they do have faith in you, I feel like there's a sense of they don't have faith in themselves. But to you, it may look like they are not having faith in you, when in reality, the lack of faith is in themselves. So I feel like this person is on the precipice. They're on the verge of that new beginning. They're on the verge of feeling like maybe it's possible. okay? But it is a slower moving energy for them to move forward because, again, I think they've had a lot of this codependency. They've had a lot of issues, and some of these issues, whether it's addiction, like I said, whether it's just negativity, low self-worth, being in bad relationships that drain them. I feel like this could also have very much bled into their material life. So they may be struggling financially or career-wise because the emotional weight that they've been carrying, okay? So that's why I feel like we're getting this very earthy Knight of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles energy. I feel like they want this new beginning. You've inspired that in them, but they also feel like they need to move on in their material life. Like they really want to build something solid with you. Seven of Pentacles, they want to plant those seeds, but there's also something in their life that they're slowly moving forward within to get their life in order, okay? And that might be like a new career, a move to a better place, maybe move to a different city that has a better job or better living situation. They feel like they want to plant these seeds with you to grow a very stable, solid relationship, but they also need to plant these seeds in their overall external life. Like they're trying to get their life together, especially if they've had addictions to something. Their career may have suffered. If they've had like depression or anxiety or anger issues or whatever it is, their career, their finances may have suffered. So they're wanting to get a foothold. They're wanting to get their life back. And you are a big part of that, but they feel like they don't have enough to really offer to you. And not that it's about money or anything, but just their own self-worth, like their own self-respect, right? How can they offer you stability, security, love, a real relationship if they don't respect themselves? Because this person, I feel, really very much admires you, okay? They know how smart you are. They know how capable you are. They know that you see through the BS. You're not somebody who gets caught up in emotions. You're able to see things very clearly. And that excites them and thrills them, but it also scares them a lot because they know that they can't get away with stuff. See, when you come from this energy, I feel like they're used to getting away with certain things. With lesser people than you, people who are less smarter than you, less sharper than you, or even people who care less than you do, they can get away with stuff, right? But with you, they cannot. They've realized, group 3, that with you, you're just too sharp. You're too smart. They can't get away with what they're used to getting away with in the past, and that's why this tower has fallen. It's a really big realization that they've had that you are different. You are not like the others. You're not going to fall for the same old crap. You're not going to fall for the same old games that they have played in the past when they were a lesser person. Due to you and the inspiration of you, the tower has fallen, the light bulb has gone off. That's what this purpose is all about, okay? It's painful, it's new. You are the eye that sees them. See, look at this. You are the eye that sees them very clearly. They cannot pretend with you. So therefore, now you have become part of their purpose. But that purpose is calling upon them to rise into being a better human being, into being somebody who is stable, who can offer you exactly the kind of relationship that you deserve. Receive. Journal. Offer. See? Surrender. Okay. This is beautiful. So this person has realized, okay, that they absolutely want to receive this love. They're not running from it anymore. If they have run from it so far, it was because of their fear of intimacy, which we already saw right here. Okay. Their pattern of behavior from the past. Okay. They no longer want to run. They don't want to run. They want to surrender to this love. They want to receive this love. They're tired of running from themselves, tired of running from you. you have given them that purpose. Your patience, which we saw right here, has given them the purpose, the strength, the conviction, the stability that they need to surrender their past toxic traits, their past toxic behavior, their past toxic choices in order to receive something better. And they know that if they don't surrender the codependency, if they don't surrender all of the negativity, they're not going to receive this. They're going to be blocked from receiving you. So to me, this journal card is always about processing. This person has been processing everything. Even if they've been quiet, especially if they've been quiet, they've been processing through all of this because they want to make you an offer, something real, something solid. They don't want to be some ghost lover. They don't want to be somebody who's here today and gone tomorrow and barely hanging out, just kind of hanging out on the outskirts of your life. They don't want to be that. And if they have been that, they want that to stop. That's why we had this Fool about ready to make that leap into an offer. And I love this combination. Look at this. About ready to make the offer of something real. And that's what's so beautiful. I love that this surrender is there right next to the offer. That makes it even more powerful. So what does Spirit want you to know? Assess the situation. There you go. Assess where you are with this person. Assess everything. You already are Queen of Swords. You know you're doing it right. That's what this person is afraid of. You are the eye that sees everything. They know this. So this offer is coming. This offer is coming. But just make sure you assess, see what's going on. Be your clear and sharp self no matter what happens. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created. Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is the business, money, and career deck. They're available free shipping at both my website as well as Amazon.com and livetarot.com. So make sure you check it out. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. It really helps me in the channel. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I'll see you all on the next one.